Alright gang, I need you two to lock in after selling the entire expedition, so don't expect me to res you when you're at 3 bars.
Ain't no fucking way you're talking to me about selling. Maybe if Jack didn't wander off on his own and lose all of his runes. We wouldn't be handicapped right now.
It ain't my fault half of the bosses are one-shotting me all of the time. Maybe if you two would follow my pings, we wouldn't be in this situation right now.
Quit your yapping and get to slashing Lil, bro.
Not gonna lie, boys. This might be one of my favorite bosses. This music is making me cry.
Honestly, it's been a while, so you guys want to rank all of the NightLords after this.
I'm totally down, but first let me lock in and slay this dragon real quick.
Bro, are you serious? That didn't even hit me on my screen.
Well, look who's laying on the ground again.
Nah, it ain't my fault the game lagged.
Sure, keep telling yourself that, gang. Ah, fuck, she got me too.
Seriously, this boss isn't even that hard and you two are down? What a shame.
Quit yapping and lock in Vergil. She's almost dead.
Bet. Watch this shit.
Apocalyptic. Savage. 6 kills. Smoking sexy style.
About time. You took your sweet time with that.
Good shit, Vergil.
Fucking hell. My back is hurting after all this carrying. Let's get this list going, shall we, boys? So, how about this time? We rank them from worst to best. How about that?
Sounds good to me. It makes it interesting this time, so we can see who's better than the other.
Great idea, because I'm getting this shit started and putting Augur first. This boss is incredibly annoying.
Already off to a great start. We can all agree this fight sucks, right?
Absolutely. What happens when you take Elden Beast and make him more frustrating with his movement? You get this snooze fest of a fight.
Funny that you say that, Sephi, because this boss literally puts you to sleep. Like, actually.
And this boss isn't even difficult. It's just tedious.
Now let's move to number 7. And that goes to Sentient Pest. I get what they were going for, but this fight isn't that enjoyable either.
Yeah, and the Scorpion's hitbox is so huge that it can end everyone in just one hit, not to mention the moth spamming magic at you while this is happening.
The only positives I can say is that the music is very majestic, and the second phase does make it more enjoyable. Also gotta love the chicken jockey reference.
I'm gonna stop you right there, Jack. Did you fucking say chicken jockey reference?
Lil Bro has been on too much TikTok recently.
Cry me a river, Unk. Anyways, let's move on to number 6.
Alright, fine. I'll go on right ahead and put Gaping Jaw next. I'd say this fight is pretty easy, however, I love his moveset.
Yeah, the visuals for the lighting effects go so hard. But yeah, he's pretty easy, but that doesn't mean he's bad at all. Mostly in the middle.
My thoughts exactly. It's a good thing they added a hard version of that fight recently, and I do enjoy the challenge in that version. But for now, I'm fine with Gaping Jaw being right here.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna put Gladius next into number 5. A great boss for the first expedition. Not that easy, but not that hard either.
This one is pretty enjoyable too. All I have are positives for this fight.
The only negative I have is how much his second phase aggroes you. Have 3 of the dogs chase you and only you can be pretty annoying. But either way, it's still a great boss.
That's pretty valid. But now, here's where it gets tricky. These next bosses are all incredible, but only one can win. And this next one might surprise you, but I'm putting Dark Drift Knight into number 4.
That's fine with me. This boss has an incredible moveset and the music is phenomenal, but there is one flaw.
Once the second phase kicks in, you better pray you're in the right spot because there is just too much shit to dodge. The Shadow Arm and Light Spears are annoying.
Yeah, he is definitely the hardest boss in the game, so I do quite enjoy it a lot, and I wonder if they'll even add a harder version soon.
Now, we have the top 3. I'm pretty unsure who to put next. These 3 bosses are absolutely perfect.
I'm gonna bite the bullet and put Libra next. This boss has one of the coolest designs I've seen in FromSoft. His music, his moveset, just perfect.
I also love the gimmicks he has too. Being able to talk to him and acquire stuff from him is such a fun mechanic.
A lot of people complain about his bubble phase, but honestly, I love it a lot. Do you break the runes and do more damage while he's more aggressive? Or do you play it safe and make him more passive with him getting health resistance? Such a great boss.
With that said, this next one was very difficult for me, but I made my decision and I'm putting Caligo next. Where do I even start?
I am very much surprised FromSoft has made a dragon fight this enjoyable. This tops Meteor and Bale for me, to be honest.
Even though this boss isn't that hard, it's more of a cinematic experience. My jaw absolutely dropped the first time I saw her ice ceiling attack.
Amazing design, best background stage, fun moveset to learn, and one of the best boss tracks I have ever heard in my life.
But now, we reach number 1, and it's pretty obvious, but it's Heel Store.
Yeah, him and Caligo were very close, but Heel Store is way more into gameplay and difficulty, so I have to give it to him. This fight is just Soul of Cinder, but on crack.
Very glad the best fight in the game is the final one. It can't be more cinematic than seeing him slice the sky with the music popping the fuck off. Absolute cinema.
And each time that attack is used, it's a random affinity he uses so the fight always feels fresh.
Overall, Nightreign is a phenomenal game, and I'm glad I'm able to experience these fights with you guys.
Me too, man. But we need to make that Shadow of the Erdtree boss tier list soon.
Yeah, some of those bosses are absolutely peak, so we need to get on that right away.
Don't worry, I'll be sure to make more lists in the future. You have my word.
Lit. All right, boys, I'll talk to you guys later.
Talk to you later, Vergil. I'm gonna go too.
All right, talk to you later, Sephi.
Well, look who it is.
What's up, Wesker? How you doing, man?
Just playing some Dead by Daylight with a new friend. You want to join us?
Him down. Who's this new guy you mentioned?
I always come back.
Don't tell me they added this British furry to Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, they did finally. And bro is already one of the best killers in the game, too.
Of course he is. All right, let's try not to be Dead by Daylight.
Bro said the thing. Come on, bro. All I said was the thing.
It's close!